Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Today I'll be discussing with us from the book of Genesis. We're going to look at the creation. And in looking at this creation, the discussion will be looking at the reason why God created man and the importance of man in creation, their duty, what God expects from man, from the creation. Before that, I would like to sing a little song. Lord, you are wonderful. God, you are a wonderful God. You created me in your image, those of beauty. You don't brought me into this world just empty-handed. You gave me direction. You gave me what I needed to pass through the world. God, I thank you. I thank you, Jesus. You created me for a reason. You created me to serve you this world. You created me for important assignment. Oh Lord, I glorify you. If you don't know the story of creation, you never know why God has created you. And in knowing that, you must have to go back to the Bible, which is the best book to read. That's the best book to study. The whole essence of man, of creation, for God creating man, is for them to serve Him and to worship Him. And God did not create us and just place us on earth to be wandering around. He put everything in place for us. So let's look at it. From the book of Genesis, chapter 1. I'm just going to run through the creation, what God created. On the first day, He created light. I'll just give like a summary. On the second day, He created the vapor, He created the waters. On the third day, He created land, sea, and plant life. On the fourth day, He created the sun, moon, and star. On the fifth day, He created animals that have life. And on the sixth day, that's where I'm going to, God created man. Let's look at the first Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and above, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth over the earth. Can you see? God created them. He created them. It's not saying that God has not just created the the male alone. He created both male and female and gave them that dominion. He gave them the dominion. Then let's go further to 27, verse 27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created him, male and female created he them. He created them male and female. It's so interesting that when we are growing up, we're told that God created man. Maybe after some time, He created woman. No, He created them on the same day. He created them male and female, and He gave them the responsibility to have dominion over things that He has created. Is it not interesting? Then when we look at verse 28, and God blessed them. He didn't say God blessed him. God blessed them. And God said unto them, be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the sea of over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Can you see? And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, and in the which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. All the essence of this that God, what I want to bring out is that God created them, not man first. He created not he man. He created both he and she and gave them dominion. That's what I'm trying to bring out to us. Then when we go to chapter 2 and see the summary of how God created them, let's go to the book of Genesis chapter 2. Genesis chapter 2. Then in that Genesis chapter 2, verse 4, it says, these are the generations of the heaven and of the earth when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and heaven, and every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. Can you see the reason why God created them? After creating everything, there's no man to till the ground. So we find it necessary to put somebody to take care of the earth. Then, but there went up a mist from the heaven and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man become a living soul. Where am I coming to? God breathed into man, Eve, and he become a living soul. That is on the sixth day. Exactly. Then God, if you move further chapter to verse 15 of chapter 2. And the Lord God took the man and put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. God created the man, the him, the Eve, and put him to take care of the garden. What I want us to get something clearly. I want to see if our men and our women, we are really up to our responsibility, which God has put into our hands. He took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. Are you getting me? It's like you have a fowl and you pick your fowl and just drop it into the maybe the fowl the house and keep it there. That's what God has done and He gave the instruction. Now let's go to 16. And God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat. And the Lord God commanded the man. You know, we are talking about creation of man now, the sixth day. This instruction was given to man that saying, the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest, thou shalt surely die. You know, they were one. They were one, male and female. They were one. So that instruction was given to both of them, to the man. They call them man, both man, he and she. God gave them that instruction. Now, when we go further, we will see how God created every other thing, created the animal, beings, and you know, and let's see the verse 18. And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an helpmeet for him. Can you see? God created everything. He created them in their likeness. If you see a goat will see a companion. If you see a sheep, you see a companion. Lizard, they have their companion. But he created, but for man, man alone. So God now find out that it is necessary for him to make for him an help meet. So in chapter before the let's see. And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air and brought them unto Adam to see what he will call them. Can you see God? God is a great God. When he formed these things, he will bring them to Adam to show you how helpless Adam was, where he was kept. He was taken and put. Does that record something in your brain? Put there. It's like somebody that is helpless that cannot do anything. God breaks, he just have spirit, a living spirit in him, but as if it's not complete. He could not do anything. Then God will now he brought different animals, bring it to him, brought it to him, and he named them. And Adam, but for Adam, there was not found mate for him. He was not happy. See all these ones, they have their likeness, but I'm the only one here. Let's go to chapter 21. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from the man made he a woman and brought her unto Adam. Can you see? After also making, he brought Eve. He brought the woman. Hmm? He brought it unto Adam. The woman unto Adam. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and the flesh of my flesh. she shall be called woman. Can you see? Can you? There is something about it. There is a form of connection between God and man. Adam was in a deep sleep when God created him and helped me. Are you getting me? And the rib which the Lord God had taken from the man made he a woman. God made he a woman. That's what God called. God called her a woman. And when Adam saw her also, Adam said, shall be called a woman. That means all the names that Adam was even giving to to those animals were by inspiration. God was the one inspiring him, putting those things in his mind to say it out. Maybe from there, God will really know that yes, he's walking through man. Then it was when now Adam saw the woman that he became happy. Are you getting me? So what is happening these days? Two people will call themselves bone of their bone, flesh of their flesh, this and that, and they are not happy. There is quarrel here and there. It was not like that from the beginning. From the beginning, because when we go further, you will even see what really happened. You will see what happened. There was no counting of sin on the woman. You will see what really happened. Um, Adam now became complete. And in chapter 27, 24, it says, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. God gave them the responsibility, both of them, to take care of the world. So, as a lady, you have the responsibility, even if you are not married yet. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. You have responsibility. God has given you that responsibility. You will find your better half later. But God has put in that responsibility in you to take care of your environment, to make yourself happy. He has given things to you. All what He has created is for our use. So you have to make use of them. Don't be so dependent on man and say, until when I marry, now I will buy this. Until when no, 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 no. God has made everything. You should multiply, you should subdue. Is that clear? He gave those both responsibility to both the male and the female. Where am I coming? Where am I now? Let's go to where I want to bring out is that Adam called Eve woman, called that woman. Then when we read the story further, when she was tempted by the serpent and the earth, because some school of thought felt that Adam did not tell Eve about that, about the forbidden trees or fruits of the trees, is a lie. If you go to chapter 3, verse 2, you will see where Eve was, where the woman, they call her the woman, she's not later Eve, she was the woman then, was talking to the serpent. Let's read it. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. We, that means both her and her husband, that they may eat of the fruit and of the fruit of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Can you see? That means she has the knowledge. She has it. When God was speaking to Adam, she was in Adam. Even though she has not been brought in out, she was there. That's why God said, talk to the man. Man then was referred to both male and female. Even when it was only its combination, they were together. Then, so she had it. So some school of thought will say maybe Adam did not know. She was aware of it. That's why she could make that statement. That's what I want to clarify. And some I also have of the opinion that it was sexual intercourse that they had that made God to drive them out of the garden. No, it's not. It's a fruit. Because if they are created, they will have children. It's not because God did not want them to have children. God has already said they should be fruitful. If you look at Genesis 1:28, He has said they should be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and dominate both plants and animal. So that one is not God from creation wanted offspring, godly offspring. He wanted it. It's part of His plan. So that aspect we have clarified. But what am I trying to say? When if now the woman now gave the part of the fruit to the husband to eat, and they were now realized that they were naked, and God was calling the man, calling Adam, they realized they are naked, and he said that he's trying to blame God that is the woman you gave to him. What I'm trying to bring out is that in a marriage, in a union, whenever your wife offends you, you are not supposed to be. The other beat you. The other beat the woman. No. Did she shout at the woman? No. They are even still together. Companions in whatever you call it. They are still united together. Even in that mistake that she has made. Are you getting me? They are still together. But you blame God. It's like if you go and pray. Now you may not be able to see God physically. But if your wife has done something to you that you know he has led you to a mistake or wronged you, the same thing to the woman. All you need to do is to go and pray to God. We may look at it as a blaming God for what you have given to me, but it's reporting to God. He doesn't have the power because he knows that God created both of them to do something there to take care of the place. And this one have done this too. It's God that will. It's God. It is the woman. So he has not. It's not violence, as we have seen these days. A lot of violence here and there because a woman has done this. The man will slap him, will kick him. They both fall. Both of them own this earth. God said they should subdue it. It's for both of them, both male and female. There's no any like seniority. It's not a master-servant relationship. Is that clear? Now let's look at it. After they've eaten the fruit, they drove them out of the garden. If you are these days, you will see the man will say, "Don't follow me, oh, you this false woman. Don't follow me again." That's what you'll be hearing. The man will just pack your load and go, you have not eaten. But it's not so. It was not so. Can you see? Instead, Adam now called his wife name Eve because she was the mother of all living. Can you see the faith in Adam? We are fall short of the glory of God. You will still be fruitful. You will still be fruitful using good words on the wife. So the same thing has to be also on the part of the woman. If your husband has offended you, pray to God for God to open his eyes. Speak with him. You have to interact. You are both husband, you are one. The mistake of one is the mistake of both of you. But when you are trying to relegate yourself from the mistake of your wife, that means you don't even understand the Bible. So exactly, that's why I'm trying to, and this is why I'm going to stop for today. Then we'll continue. So the summary of it is that God created man, and in that man, He created from the man He created the woman, and He placed both of them, gave them the responsibility, gave them the instruction. They both are aware of the instructions. Hmm? And when the one of the partners made a mistake and go short of what God has told them to do, sin against God, it doesn't lead to them separating. They were still together. It doesn't lead to any violence. So from the beginning, there was no violence in marriage. There was not. It's when woman being now started feeling I'm oga, I'm this, I'm head, I'm this, I'm quarreling for headship, quarreling for my kitchen. Is then we start having problems. But if we can go back to the time of creation, maybe God even has allowed this to happen for us to see that yes, no two people that are perfect. Human being we are not perfect. Maybe that's why we saw all this to show that we are not perfect. And because we are not perfect, we need to move closer to God. We have to move closer to God. So all these killings, husband killing, wife killing, husband, boxing, kicking, fighting, all these things. If people really know their Bible, it should not be there. You take it to God in prayer. Whatever it is, say, take it to the Lord in prayers. You are now one. You are one. You are one. So it's very clear. So for that, I think I've come to the end of this lecture. And next time I will still be speaking on marriage. But the foundation, God is the author of marriage and He has created them male and female. Is that clear? Then I will go further to still tell us what Adam has done that gave the serpent opportunity. Hmm? He may be blaming the woman, Abby, but there's something he has done that it will in my next episode. Thank you, Jesus. Father God, I thank you, Lord, for this word that you have used me to give to your people. My Lord and my Father, I say continue to inspire me, continue to breathe in me, continue to help me, Lord, to do your will in the name of Jesus. As many as we hear this word, my Lord, I say, God, let it bring healing into their homes in the name of Jesus. Let them know that from the beginning, God created them male and female, is the author of marriage. And He wants them to be perfect in their marriage. He wants them to be happy, to be peaceful in their marriage. My Lord and my Father, is there any marriage, Lord, that is undergoing stress or there's no happiness? My Lord, I say, come and heal such marriages in the name of Jesus. My Lord, speak into the heart of both husband and wife in the name of Jesus. Continue to be the author in their life in the name of Jesus. Father, we thank you. Father, we give you glory, honor, adoration. Be thou exalted, Lord, and so praise your name forever and ever. Amen. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for everything you have done in our lives. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for everything you have done. Almighty God, your name is wonderful. Your name is marvelous. Your name is beautiful. I worship you, God, for you are glorious. You got the whole in your hands. You got the whole world 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 in your hands. You have the whole world in your hands. You have both male, female children. everything, sun, moon, sky, water, land, you created them. Father, we thank you for giving us opportunity to be alive. Thank you, Jesus.